create a smart object out of it, and then go to the filter, select blur, tilt shift and select the effects rack and click and drag it around where our child is standing so that everything becomes blur and that becomes sharpen, and press OK. And we'll go for the default value of blur, turn all the layers on and double click this blur layer, and now you can adjust it accordingly. We want the child to be in sharp focus and the rest of the background to be out of focus to give it a realism. Okay, so we can experiment with this, dragging these lines upward or downward. You can try a different one also. If you want, you can try with experiment with light bokeh if it is working good, but it is not working here. So you can even change the light ranges and all that for the bokehs. Okay, it works great for the night scene or where light is lit in the background. So if you want, you can rotate it also. So keep on experimenting until you are happy with the result. Okay, keep on doing this. And press OK after you have made the changes. That is the benefit of applying the filter on a smart object, because you can always go back and make the changes if you want to. Okay, so you can see this is the blur gallery. Again, you can click if you are not happy with it. Let's check the Irish blur also. Uncheck this tilt shift and drag it down and resize it according to the child and see whether it is looking good or not. I'm experimenting with it. Okay, so these small dots will bring the subject in focus, and from this to outer ring the blur would radiate. Okay, so it applies, it creates a gradient like effect for the blur. Okay, so from minimum value to higher value it increases as per the blur value we have selected, and that is 10 pixels over here. After you are happy, press OK to see the result. It will take some time depending on the speed of your system, and this is the result we have got after this. Let's open the child folder, select the shadows, close it and get close to it, zoom in, create a new layer and take the brush tool, select the black color and flow to around 10% and opacity to 100%, and start creating dark shadows underneath the feet so that it appears realistic, because whenever somebody is standing on the ground, that becomes little darker and then the shadow is created. Okay, so now we can see that the child is not floating. Okay, and now it's standing over here perfectly. Now create a new blank layer and remove this dot. Take the spot healing brush and paint it over wherever you see any problem. Okay, this is the navigator with the help of which you can navigate through the images with zoom. Okay, otherwise you can press spacebar and you can navigate also, and rename it as stamp so that we get to know that what we have done on this layer. and keep on saving. Create a stamp copy by pressing Ctrl Alt Shift E or Command Option Shift E. So it creates a duplicate copy and convert to smart object. Go to the filter, select Nik Collection and select Color EFX Pro, and it will open the dialog box, this window over here, depending on the speed of your system, though it takes a little bit of time because it has lots of effects. And these are some pre-made recipes which you can choose from in order to get the stylized look for your image. You can create even your own recipes. If you want, you can download this Nik Color EFX Pro. Now this Nik collection has been owned by the Google, and Google has recently made it absolutely free for everyone. So it is recommended to you do get it, and it's free now. So that's the another reason to purchase to get it, since it will give you lots of freedom to create different kind of results. And from here you can select all these tools. Okay, now select, these are all tools which are available. So first select the Pro Contrast and increase the correct color cast little bit, around 14%, color contrast 15%, and dynamic contrast around 26%. So it all depends on the experimentation. Keep on checking it by taking it here and there and selecting this compare button. You can compare before and after. Okay, so you can also experiment with these sliders, increase the dynamic contrast if you want. Okay, so I'm just experimenting it. Create a new empty filter, and from this choose the cross processing, and from these drop down menu you can select the already made presets and see which looks good to you and select that one. Sometimes we are not able to decide which one looks good, but once you'll keep on doing it once or twice, then you'll get to know that which one is good for the current image. Okay, so it's very easy to give the stylized look to your images, and I think this one is good. And from the here, this slider, strength slider, you can increase or decrease the effect. Select add filter, and now choose the vignette lens. Okay, and you can choose the amount of lens vignette you want. Okay, and place the center in the center on the child's face, and you can also increase or decrease the size of the circle. And compare it before and after. Add new filter and select foliage, and that way it enhances the foliage color, that green color or the plants. It can be enhanced with the help of this one. Okay, sorry. And okay, you can turn it on and off and see. And this is the strength value of the slider, so you can experiment with that also if you want to. And create add filter to add a new filter, and from here add the fog. You can see whether it is looking good or not, and from this control point you can select where you want to have the fog. Okay, if you don't want it on the entire image, this is a great way to selectively add the fog, but it's not looking good. So I'm going to change it with the, let's see, skylight filter. Okay, so you can check the slider to increase or decrease the strength if it is looking good or not. But I don't think it's looking good, so add another filter, and let me choose what okay, I I think Indian summer would look good over here. Where is it? Yes, it is over here. Indian summer. Okay. Alright. This has turned my image into an autumn or fall colors. Okay. Wow, this is looking good. So these are 4 different presets which are here. You can experiment with the sliders, okay, and check, compare before and after with the compare button. And this one is looking good. Add another filter, and if you want you can try polarization filter. This works like a polarization filter and it increases the color contrast, and that is very good to give the details and some more sharpening or dynamic range to your image. Okay, you can do that also and press OK after you are satisfied with the results. And it will apply the filter on this image after it is done, and now you can see that it has turned our image into an autumn fall color, and it's looking really good since it is matching with the color of the boy. Okay, so let me create a new blank layer and let's remove some spots from the face of the boy with the help of spot healing brush, which you can access by pressing J on your keyboard. And remove these small spots from the face because they are not looking good. Okay, you have to be very patient with this and very careful. So you need to zoom in and out to see whether it is looking good or not, but I think let's create a new blank layer. There is little bit left, so let me do that also. Yes, let me zoom in, zoom out to see how it looks, and let me save it by pressing Ctrl S or Command S, and let me show you full screen. So this is our final result, and we have started with our background. This was background and we have successfully added it. So thank you so much. See you in the next episode, and if you like, please hit the like button and please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any question or thought or comment which you would like to share with me, you can share that in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out my website where you will find some premium tutorials with huge discount if you click link in the description section. Okay, so thank you so much.